Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining back to Light of Reflection discussion, especially in this series where we are going to talk about the concept of the connection between the Quran and Ahlul Bayt al-Islam and our responsibilities in today's world. So, essentially, in our ever evolving world where the very essence of leadership is often questioned, it's imperative to understand what true leadership really means. And it's really important for the youth because the concept of leadership is discussed many times in school and colleges, but it's really important to understand what does it really mean, and do we have any examples from our lives, from the life of the Ahlul Bayt al-Salam, about the leadership that we can embody in our life, in our daily responsibilities, not just waiting for to be elected to Congress or other things, but what does leadership mean in our daily life, and is there a principle that we can apply in every aspect of our life? So leadership isn't just about titles or the corner offices, as you know, in terms of corporate America. It's about integrity, it's about courage, and the choices we make in our lives, especially when they're the hardest choices. Now, when we talk about leadership, there's one name that stands out, essentially transcending time and history. That is Imam Hussein al-Assalam. His life, his choices, and his ultimate sacrifice in Karbala embody the very essence of leadership. And in fact, he wasn't just a leader because of his lineage or title. He was a leader because of his actions, his principles, and his unwavering commitment to justice. Just imagine this: a vast expanse of the desert of Karbala, the scorching sun overhead casting long shadows on the golden sands, and not only casting shadows but burning the sand to the point that it was as if it's fire under the feet. In this desolate landscape stood Imam Hussein al Salam, alone the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. With him, a really small band of family and loyal friends, outnumbered and surrounded by the enemy and the army of oppression, the tyrant, the army of injustice. Yet, in the face of overwhelming odds, they did not waver. They stood firm, not for the glory of victory or to be considered the victorious army, but for the principles of truth, justice, and faith, the principles that Imam Hussein al-Islam held so dear, the principles that his grandfather and father and mother stood for. These are the principles of Islam, and these are the principles of Iman. Karbala isn't just a chapter in history that we should just think about as part of our rituals or as our part of our textbooks. It's a lesson that resonates with us even today. It teaches us about resilience in the face of adversity, about the power of conviction, and about the lengths one should go to stand up for what's right. It's a testament to the idea that true leadership is about sacrifice, about putting others before oneself, and about standing firm in one's beliefs, no matter the cost. Now, over here, it's really important to first know that the beliefs that you have are the right fundamental beliefs, because until unless you have the firm commitment and faith in your beliefs, that the beliefs that you have are the best, are the truthful and the righteous beliefs that are conveyed by Allah through the divine message that was revealed on the Prophet, how would you stand in an unwavering manner? Shaitan will come from all direction to deceive you. So the first and foremost concept, especially for the youth, is to have these beliefs personified and encoded in you so that no matter what happens, you do not waver from these beliefs. And once that is the case, then we can reflect on the events of Karbala. Let's not just remember it as a historical event. Let's remember it as a guiding light that shows us the way in our darkest hours. Whenever we have the darkest times, the most difficult times, we have to remember Karbala. It reminds us that when we stand with conviction, with faith, and with courage, we can change the course of history. And by Allah, Allah has given the power to the followers of Ahlul Bayt al-Salam to change history if they stand firm in the teachings of Ahlul Bayt al-Salam. But this story, this lesson is just one thread in the rich tapestry, in the rich mosaic of Islam. And how does this leadership, this sacrifice, tie into the broader teachings of our faith? This is an important question that we need to deep delve into. And then another question is, how does it connect the concept of leadership with the guiding light of the Quran and the legacy of the Ahlul Bayt alayhis salam? These are some really important questions, fundamental questions, which we are going to pursue and discuss in the following discussions. So stay tuned, my friends, brothers, and sisters, as we delve deeper into this journey exploring the inseparable bond of the Quran and the Ahlul Bayt alayhis salam in our next episode, next discussion. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.